So on my day off, I decided to go to SeaWorld in San Diego. I did this because I just bought a, SeaWorld Busch Gardens pass that gets all the parks. Got it because I play in a band and I'm going on tour in Florida in a month or so, and I've never been to Busch Gardens Tampa. I really want to go, and I was like looking at the prices and stuff, and I was like, yo, I got a SeaWorld park right next to me. I'm traveling all the time. I could end up in Virginia or San Antonio, and I'm also gonna go to the Orlando park on that same trip. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go for it. So I got my pass. I'm gonna go to SeaWorld. I'm gonna go alone. Started off my day, got up in the morning. I don't know, park opened at 10. I live like an hour and a half away. I ended up leaving at like 8. Made myself this awesome breakfast sandwich, English muffin, American cheese, smashed sausage patty. If you're not smashing your sausage patty, you're doing it wrong. Cast iron pan, real hot, smash it with some parchment paper and then scrape it, flip it, delicious. An egg, ketchup, and sriracha. And then you gotta wrap it up so the cheese melts. Drove down, it was honestly gloomy, which was kind of whack. Passed these guys, my good old friends here. Got to the park like 10 minutes before it opened. I entered and I got there right before, I'm not gonna say rope drop because people say that on like the internet and on Instagram all the time, and they say, I don't know, it just makes something about that word makes me want to die. First ride I went to was Manta, which was good because I really wanted to ride Emperor the most, but it turned out the Emperor didn't open till 11, so I'm glad I didn't walk over there. Also, the crowds going that way were way bigger. So I went to Manta. I had to go put all my shit in a locker because SeaWorld sucks. I waited in line for another 10 minutes because the ride didn't open until like 10:20, which was annoying. They were still like testing it in the morning. So yeah, kind of lame, but whatever. Sock check, and you're ready to go. I had a front row ride, super fun ride. You start in that tunnel and then you launch out and then you launch again, and then you have the Maverick turn and these crazy airtime hills that surprise me every time. They're like actually forceful. Come on, Maverick! Oh, woo! Why are they that intense? But whatever, it was fun. After Manta, I headed over to Electric Eel. I was going to wait in the regular line because I wanted to get a front row ride for the video, but I started waiting and it was so slow, and I was like, fuck this, no chance. So I went to the single rider line and I got on pretty much right away in like the back car, I don't know, somewhere like that. I rode next to this lady who was terrified, and her glasses fell off at the top at the Heartline roll, and she was freaking out, and it was pretty cool. I wish I got it on camera, but it just didn't pick it up. So next I was going to go do Emperor, but that's when I saw that it was closed. It wasn't going to open till 11, so I went to go do Arctic Rescue instead. Also, I guess it's their like Halloween event right now, and all the theming feels super out of place and sad, and honestly just pretty shit. Just feels weird to have all this like blue ocean themed stuff, and then there's like a scarecrow and cobwebs next to it. Yo, fuck this guy. Whatever. I went to Arctic Rescue, waited probably 20 minutes. The station was like weirdly warm and stuffy in there. It started to make me nauseous. I don't know, it could have been like the 2 cups of coffee that I chugged on the way down there and the sleep deprivation. The air was thicker than God's Hate by God's Hate off the album God's Hate, and it was hotter than Mesmer's Flame. I think in total I waited like 15 minutes for it. The ride is super okay. It's just like it's so okay. All right. That ride is all right. It's not great. It's all right. I get the gimmick of the snowmobile and stuff, but like you already have like a superior family launch coaster in the park. They should have gotten like a family suspended coaster or some shit like that. That would have been cool. Theme it to like flying fish or like a fucking marlin flying through the air, or like seagulls, or I don't know. I get that coaster is definitely not made for me. It's made for families and younger kids, and they spend the most money. But, you know, whatever gets us to that SeaWorld San Diego Giga that dives 200 feet underground, that's what I'm here for, baby. Then I finally went over to Emperor, the B&M dive coaster at the park. The station sucks so much. Everyone always says that, and you see pictures of it, but then you go, and it's just like so sad. Like, I feel like someone could have gone to Home Depot and bought a bunch of lumber. Like, they could have just got a guy. There's plenty of those guys in San Diego. Just go get a guy that's, I don't know, chilling, needs some work, There's plenty of hardworking people in Southern California that would love to do this. Have them, give them a couple $1,000s. Have them go to Home Depot, get some paint and get some wood and get a couple ceiling fans and build the teeniest station for the 3-row train on Emperor. People always complain about the ride experience on Emperor. It's not as good as all these other. It's like, whatever, dude. Not everyone can travel and ride all these rides. This one is great for the park. It's great for the area. It is very fun. It's pretty smooth. I love this ride. It was my first B&M dive coaster. It is great. Honestly, I mean, like, Valraven and Dr. Diabolical, those are the only other two I've done. They're better, but they're really not that much better. You know, like, you kind of get the same thing from Emperor. It's a great ride. I don't know, I want to stick up for Valraven, though. Valraven goated. After my ride on Emperor, I went to go put more money into my locker. Again, fuck you, SeaWorld, for making us pay for lockers just to ride the rides. Went back over to Electric Eel, did the single rider line again, and I sat next to an older lady who was super sweet, super excited, and kind of scared, but great vibes from this lady. I had to help her into the train because the Premier trains suck so much. I had to, like, pull the comfort collar over her head and show her how to insert it and I don't know, all this stuff, whatever. Just reminded me of how much those trains suck. It's like, dude, how did you guys spend so much money and time developing this train, and you, like, built the first car and then you went and sat in it and you were like, this is the one. This is it. This is what we're gonna sell. I don't know. I'm just a musician who complains about things that don't matter, like the design of roller coaster trains. Also, Electric Eel, that ride's like too intense. The finish loop or whatever that thing is, where you're like that one valley, it's too intense. It's like uncomfortably intense. The positive G is gnarly. Whatever. After that, I went over to Emperor again to just kind of lap it until I got bored because there was no line. Couple things I want to talk about with the park. The operations. So everything was running 2 trains, except Electric Eel, which can only run 1. But everything else was running 2, which is great. Super, super good. The Emperor crew was slow as hell. And I don't want to complain because I know that they're definitely not making enough money to care that much. So SeaWorld, get your shit together. Overall, the park was fine. I don't know. I didn't go and see the fishies or anything. I was just there to ride the coasters and then get out of there. One thing I really enjoyed was my interactions with other park guests on the rides. Since I went alone, you know, I obviously wasn't riding next to anyone that I knew, so it was, you know, get paired up with a stranger, and it's fun to do that. I don't know, kind of gauge if they're scared, if they're excited. And yeah, I know that I'm in the minority of people at these parks who is, like, passionate about the rides. Every time I think about it, I think it's pretty silly to be an adult and be into roller coasters and stuff, but I don't know, man. That's just me. I've been into it since I was a kid, and it's fun every time, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But I realize that not everyone is like that, so they're scared or they don't know what to expect or whatever. It's fun to be a guy who's done all this stuff all the time and then meet people who have never done it ever in their life, and be able to, I don't know, enhance that experience, or I guess alter that experience like I did on Emperor here with this lady.
I don't want to die.
It's gonna be fun. Have you done it before?
No, have you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a little f***ed up at the top, not gonna lie, but it's fun. I was in and out of the park. I did all those rides. So I did Manta once. I did Arctic Rescue once. I did Electric Eel twice. I did Emperor 5 times. And I was out of the park in 2.5 hours. And I'm glad I got there early because the line to get in when I was leaving was insane. All right, now for park rankings. Number 5 is Atlantis. I've done it a couple times before. It's okay. Not great. Number 4 would be Arctic Rescue. Again, it's okay. Not that great. I'd say Arctic Rescue has okay theming, and the ride experience is better than Atlantis. Number 3, Electric Eel. 0 theming, better ride experience, smooth, forceful, fun. Number 2 is going to be Manta. Pretty good theming, smooth, fun, kind of surprising at points, good ride. And then number 1 is Emperor. It's just like the perfect amount of intensity to ride over and over and over again. The drop is fun. The views are honestly awesome. You can see downtown San Diego, even though it was a gloomy day when I went. Great ride. The park it's cool. I mean, it's different than the other parks in Southern California because you got fish and stuff. You can go see the shows and see the fishies. But in terms of rides and atmosphere, I mean, I don't want to compare it to the Disney parks because that's not fair. But Knott's Berry Farm, better atmosphere, better rides, better park. Magic Mountain, terrible atmosphere, way better rides. But SeaWorld does have some uniqueness to it. Like, you can't ride anything like Emperor anywhere else. Like, you have Hang Time, but like Emperor is way better than Hang Time. You don't have a Skyrocket 2, you don't have a water coaster. You have Pony Express as a straddle coaster, but that thing sucks. Yeah, I don't know. It's worth checking out. It's worth checking out if you've never been before. For real though, thank you for checking out this video. This is my first video on this channel, and I'm kind of just doing this for fun because I love this roller coaster stuff. I have loved it since I was a kid, and I'm an adult now, and I fortunately have a job that allows me to travel places so I can go check out these parks that I've always wanted to go check out. Shout out all the other theme park YouTubers who've kind of inspired me to start this channel. Shout out Digital Dan, Coast Tunes, Theme Park Crazy, Theme Park Worldwide, Airtime of Thrills, El Toro Ryan, That Sar Mid, Your Experience Guide, and many others. I've never met any of you before, but I don't know, your stuff is cool. Cool. Like and subscribe if you can. I will love you forever. SeaWorld better get the 300 footer soon. If not, I'm gonna be upset. Goodbye.